Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is for the government representative, and it is regarding the disability benefit. You may be aware that on May the 1st, Senators Pate, Petitclerc, Coyle, and myself wrote to the Ministers of Finance and Social Development and asked them to reconsider the announcement that had been made in the budget a couple of weeks earlier. I was at the briefing this morning by Food Banks Canada on their annual report, where they indicate that levels of poverty are growing drastically, and federal and provincial governments were given poor grades in terms of what they are doing in response. A significant number of people who are using food banks, and a growing number are people with disabilities. So my question is, will the government reconsider its approach and bring in the benefit earlier, such as October of this year, instead of October of next year?
Senator Gold.
Well, thank you for your question again, and the continued and legitimate attention that many senators are bringing to this important issue. I am aware of the letter that you and colleagues in this chamber sent. I'm aware that you are still awaiting a reply, and in that regard, I certainly will bring it to the attention of the minister as quickly as I can. But with regard to your question, I'm not in a position to predict, much less announce, much less predict, what steps the government might take going forward, except to repeat that much work is being done and still needs to be done to put into place, both at the federal level in terms of the regulatory process, but also in terms of the work that is ongoing with provinces and territories, to say nothing of ongoing discussions with members of the disability community.
Senator Cardozo.
Thank you. My supplementary is building on the question that Senator Coyle asked a few minutes ago. Would the government consider a consultation with disability groups to discuss and evaluate the amount that is being put forward? Certainly at $200 a month really doesn't make that much of a difference. And one of the key messages that we got this morning at the briefing by Food Banks Canada is that this issue is extremely urgent.
Senator Gold.
Well, thank you for your question. There are ongoing discussions between the minister and department officials, and there will continue to be ongoing discussions with members of the disability community, and the government is very aware of the concerns and preoccupations, and will continue to be responsive to them.